Good afternoon, everybody. This is Sean Slack with Orlando Green and Yellow Magazine in conjunction with the Orlando Magic out of Orlando, Florida. I'm sitting here with Bruno Spindel. He's the Director of Marketing for Flamengo Club, live from Rio de Janeiro. Bruno, we appreciate your time. Thanks a lot for having us over.
Thanks for being here. Good afternoon, everybody. It's a pleasure talking to you.
Can you kind of tell our audience a little bit, first of all, what it is exactly that you do for the club and what your position is and what that entails?
Yeah, I'm the marketing director for Flamengo, and in Flamengo the marketing department takes care of both the marketing activities and commercial activities. So we take care of sponsorship, membership program, ticketing, match day, and relationship with fans, and so on.
Wow, busy job.
Yeah,
got a lot going on.
Yeah, very busy.
It's been a great year for your squad. I mean, you guys are the current state champions, the national champions, and obviously the FIBA champions as well. So for 2014, this past year, it's been a fantastic season for you guys. October of this year, you're going to get ready to embark on a 3-city tour of the United States, and on one of those cities, you're going to be heading to my city, to Orlando, to play my team, the Orlando Magic, and we're pretty excited about that. Can you kind of talk about the excitement surrounding the team and yourself and the pulse of the team kind of surrounding this trip as being the first actual team from Latin America to come up and play teams from the NBA?
As you said, it's a huge achievement for Flamengo to be the first Latin American team to play against NBA teams in the preseason in US. It's an honor for us. It's a huge achievement, and we are so happy with that. And it's like it was unthinkable for us to achieve such a place in the Latin American basketball, and I think it will be great for both Flamengo's basketball department, fans, and for Brazilian basketball also.
Sure. Now, have you personally ever been to Orlando, and what kind of things are you looking forward to experience while you're up there? You guys will be there for about a week, so.
I went several times to Orlando. I went to Disney,
of course,
and you have several Brazilians living there and going there for pleasure. It's a very nice place to be, and it's an honor to play against Orlando and to play against an NBA team, the greatest basketball league in the planet. And it's great to be there.
Now, currently you guys play in the HSBC arena, correct?
Yeah.
And that seats about 15,000, give or take. I mean, I've watched a lot of matches there from the UFC. I gotta admit, we love the UFC up there as well. Can you kind of talk about, you're getting ready to play in one of the most technologically advanced, in one of the newest stadiums. It's a premier destination stadium in the Orlando Amway Center. What are you looking forward to seeing there? Because I mean, it's going to be a big switch, I think, from playing in the arenas that you're playing in here compared to the ones that you're going to play in the NBA.
Yeah, HSBC Arena is a great arena. I think it's the greatest one in Brazil for basketball games, and we'll sure learn about the arenas you have down there in US. You are the most advanced country in when talking about marketing and match day ticketing. So we will go there and exchange experiences, and so we can get back to Brazil and try to do the same things you do there.
That's fantastic.
To increase revenues for Flamengo and be even stronger from year to year.
Yeah, I mean, it's not to knock the facilities here. I mean, they're fantastic. In fact, just going off topic a little bit, I was talking to Raina the other day that she was telling us that, the site here, you're going to be hosting the Olympic Committee with some of their items here, which is a really big deal.
Yeah.
Can you kind of talk about that a little bit? Because I don't think a lot of people realize how important this is.
Yeah, the U.S. Olympic team will be training in Flamengo's facilities in the Olympic Games in 2016, and it's great for us to have them here, and we'll rebuild all the facilities here to host them, and I think it's great to have you Americans here. It's the greatest Olympic team in the world,
right?
And it's both good for Flamengo, and Flamengo is the biggest soccer team in Brazil. We have 40 million fans all over the country, and it's good for anyone to be with Flamengo, and we'll try to exchange experiences, and we hope that the Brazilian fans, they will be receiving the US Olympic team and seeing them as their second team and supporting the Olympic team. I think it will be a contribution from Flamengo to US to be able to do that.
That's quite an honor for anybody, even in the United States, to be able to host anything from the Olympic Committee. That's a big deal. So congratulations. This week happens to be also a big week for you guys because you unveiled a third kit for the football team. I know eventually will be for the basketball team as well. And I was reading on some of it. You were talking about how it's you're calling it Flamengueira, the wildflower or something. Can you kind of talk about what was the inspiration for that? I've seen some of the football jerseys. Now the basketball jerseys will come out in a few weeks, I'm assuming, after that. What was involved in getting that set up, and as being the marketing team, I'm sure you guys are going to be pushing that pretty well as well.
So Flamengo sells between 1 million and 2 million pieces a year. So we have the home kit, the away kit, and the third kit. The third kit is more fancy.
Sure.
So Adidas thought about a jersey based on a tree which they call Flamengueira.
Sure.
So that there was a tree that had only the technical name, and didn't have a popular name, so they called it Flamengueira. And the concept is to nurture the love for Flamengo like you nurture a tree. So the jersey was based on that, and it's being a success of in terms of sale, and the fans are loving the new jersey, and we'll play with it on next Saturday.
Yes, right before September 7th, Independence Day. That's what I saw. It's fantastic. Now, Flamengo is a tremendous name brand in itself. I mean, you're known worldwide. I mean, people know it's kind of like the Dallas Cowboys of the NFL, which I hate to say, but hey, I mean, it is what it is. How do you guys capitalize as, being a marketing director? You already have a popular name, and then you're enticing new and more fans. You already have a solid fan base. What are you guys doing to entice more fans to come to the Flamengo side?
Well, we have to monetize the fan base to be able to invest even more in the sports, both in basketball, soccer, and the Olympic sports. So we have developed a membership program that has already 60,000 members, paying every contributing to Flamengo every month. If we have the same success as Benfica, which is a Portuguese soccer team, in terms of percentage of their fans that are members, we will have 1.5 million members in the next 5 to 10 years. So it's a huge project. We have a loyalty program linked to the membership program, and the membership program is our main project to increase revenues for the club and be able to be one of the 5 most successful soccer teams in the world. So we have several partnerships and sponsors, We have regional, national, and worldwide sponsors and partners. We are trying to also develop the licensing business. And as you know, Flamengo is a soccer team that has fans all around the country. So 80% of Flamengo's fans are from out of Rio de Janeiro state. So we have a challenge to distribute Flamengo's products throughout Brazil. And we are trying to address this challenge, bringing partners to Flamengo so they can license our trademark and produce and distribute our products throughout Brazil. Adidas is helping us on that side.
And spread it out even more. Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And also we have a challenge to internationalize Flamengo's brand.
Sure.
So we can broadcast Flamengo's games throughout the world.
Now, the NBA is obviously growing huge in popularity here. I could see from work with the NBA closely several years ago when the All-Star game was actually in Orlando.
Yeah.
And the marketing machine for the NBA really kind of took off with, Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And then the 1992 Dream Team with the Olympics in Barcelona. Have you begun to see an increase here? Because it's funny to see, normally where you see parks here, you'd see soccer goals or people maybe skateboarding. Now you're starting to see basketball goals come up and stuff. Are you seeing that evolvement into, people not only having soccer boots in their bags, but also some basketball shoes to go play?
Yeah, sure. You have several people here in Brazil buying and wearing NBA jerseys. So there will be a game between Cleveland and Miami, I guess in October. Also, the stadium, the arena will be fully packed. You can be sure of that.
Sure.
and people love NBA here. So it's the greatest basketball league.
Now, also, alongside that, with some of the success of players from the NBA from here, like Barbosa, Anderson Varejão, Nene, as an example. Now they're doing very well, obviously, in Spain right now in the World Championships. Has that translated as well as an increase in popularity here?
I think it helps us in both sides. That it increases popularity of NBA in Brazil, and it increases popularity of basketball in Brazil. So it helps Flamengo be part of a stronger national league, and it strengthens basketball in Brazil. So it's good for NBA and it's good for Brazil to have Brazilian idols playing in NBA.
Now, Orlando, as you know, is the tourism capital of the world right now. We just recently surpassed New York, believe it or not, as having almost 60 million visitors in a year, which is, we just took the top spot about a year and a half ago, with about 2 million of those being Brazilians, as we were speaking earlier. Because I work, personally with groups that come up to, stores like the Sports Authority, Walgreens, Ross. These are all name brands and stores that the groups from Brazil and stuff love to come up to. And we're expecting a big contingent of these fans because of the huge following that Flamengo has to come to the game. Do you see that in your ticket sales right now, that there's going to be a big traveling base coming up with the team? Or do you also think that you're going to have a lot of fans on hand for that game, not only because you have a big contingent of Brazilians that live in Orlando, but also because of the following that you have from here? Yeah,
I think there will be several people traveling from here to Orlando to watch the game. There will be several Brazilians that live there, and Brazilians that are going there for pleasure, to go to Disney and will be watching the game.
Sure.
And I think it will be good for tourism in Orlando. And it's good also for Flamengo, because Adidas is now distributing Flamengo's products throughout the world. And you have Flamengo's jerseys available for sales.
Wow.
For sale in Orlando also.
Well, if I didn't have my suit on, I would definitely reveal my arm. She can attest. I do have a nice Flamengo tattoo on here.
Great.
We went to the game not too long ago. we're expecting, like I said, a really big turnout. We really appreciate your time, coming in. For ticket information, you can go to www.orlandomagic.com/Flamengo, or you can dial 407-916-2255. That's an Orlando number. Or you can also contact your local tour operator, and they can help set you up with tickets as well. We really appreciate your time, Mr. Spindel. Thanks a lot.
We'll
talk again soon. This has been Sean Slack with Orlando Green and Yellow Magazine on behalf of the Orlando Magic, and we'll talk to you soon.